everyone! Welcome back to Tabletop Escapades. We're back from break. We're ready to RP. We're excited about it. Just something I want to say before we get started. I'm really sorry. I'm suffering a cold still, so my voice isn't at 100%. I might be sniffling, might be coughing, I might be bleeding from my eyes. So just when it comes to character voices and descriptions and stuff like that, just please have a little bit of sympathy in that regard.
I picture Ben stigmata.
Stigmata! But it only happens when, like, Pomper does something. Like, I turn Moof into a dog. Oh.
Good idea, though.
That's very funny. Do you have a spell like that?
It could be on mud.
Well,
I turn Moof into a dog.
I have access to polymorph, maybe.
Nice.
just a quick and dirty summary for you guys. It's actually been a lot longer for us than it has for you guys. But the 75% of the group here has found a boat, and the boat has a white sail with etched in black giant bags of gold. So I don't know if the group... they haven't really investigated, so I'm not sure if they know exactly what that means. They went through a cave where duplicates of the skinny and fat purifier priest were found. Carl and the Nightingales, who sort of transformed him in a way, are missing in action. But I think something we need to address at the top of the show is what's going on with Pomper.
I'm sorry,
how he got there.
quick question. The Nightingales had the baby, right, too? Or they had a baby?
Yes.
Carl
Okay.
gave him the baby that you guys
okay.
ignored in the woods, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
excellent.
Yep.
Worth it.
So, Pomper, to kind of explain what your situation is you were making a deal with the red dragon that was inadvertently summoned as you were trying to resurrect Moof. Mm-hmm. And he said, all right, I'm going to need you to join me, and I'm going to need you to say these things. And then Yogala comes along and puts you to sleep. And so you've kind of formed an incomplete pact.
And in my mind, I was lying.
Right, in your mind.
Yeah,
Right.
I was like, sure.
Right.
That's not how you said it. That's not at all how you said
I
it.
said it like
Sure.
truthful. I said it in a truthful way, but in my mind, I was lying.
Farmer doesn't
Right.
understand how oaths work.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, absolutely. That's your character justified it to themselves in a way that made sense.
Self-justification.
Right.
Yeah.
Pomper
Trying to get
specialty.
Moof back.
But kind of as we've seen with these dragons, these like how you speak to them at certain moments has a lasting effect. And what's interesting about this situation, unlike the Green Dragon situation where you kind of sealed the deal, they don't have full power over you and what you do, but they have some influence. So how this manifests itself, how it reveals itself, how you deal with it, could give it more strength or less strength, depending on what happens. Dang. So these kind of situations keep happening to you.
What's
I
the
was,
you not been
I
put
was
to
just
sleep?
walking this time. I was walking the ship with you
were,
guys.
You were. And these black abyssal hands came out of nowhere and grabbed you. You also...
If you've seen Ouija Origin of Evil,
Yeah.
it's very similar.
That's,
in my mind.
Yeah.
All these like black hands come up. It's a very, very cool image.
Luigi.
Yeah.
Ian, if you could put a clip of that in the...
I'll get right on that. And then I'll put in a clip from Labyrinth, too, with all the hands. From Berserk.
We just stop the episodes and it's like clips of weird hands.
All these clips of hands for like an hour.
You also have the bag of gold, the big haul of loot that Nikator and Yogala have earned over all this time that also has zombie-like corpse of a kobold in there. But Hubert, I want to explain what happens to you. So you kind of get sucked in, and what's nice is you've already had an experience that's kind of like this. Do you remember the portal? The portal formed of blood from the Mind Flayer? Mm-hmm. It has a very similar vibe to that as well.
Oh, no.
No.
And you get sucked into it. And where you are, it's just nothing but blackness. But what's strange, unlike some other legends that you've heard of abyssal realms, you feel wind blowing on your face. You are, and it's you hear it blowing like through something, but you can't see anything. Is there anything you would like to do?
Yes.
Okay.
Whoa.
A page out of Dr. Jones's book, Indiana Jones, the real Jones. I'm gonna take coins from the bag. And I'm gonna throw them.
Don't you do that.
Our money?
Yeah, I'm gonna throw some cash.
No.
Sorry, you guys have plenty. You guys have so much.
No, this is great. This is great. I do have a question
Never
for
enough.
Kyle and Brad though. Have they been keeping tabs on the amount? Did they notice?
I think we counted last time, didn't we?
I know how much money we started with.
The bag might be duplicating.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
DM choice right here. Here we go.
No. Sorry, go ahead, Kyle.
The bag started with 599 gold. 599 gold was in that bag when we started.
99 gold.
Okay.
In the bag of holding.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. All right. So
Wait,
Hopper,
how much gold did you throw, man?
Little handful.
Okay.
Little handful.
Like
So if you're
a,
like
400 gold.
like a handful. I'm gonna guess 20 pieces.
You got
That's
that
a
big.
big
He's got
handful,
big
dude.
dragon
It's a
hands.
dragon board.
Oh,
And it's gotta make it like a dent on the ground. I don't want to walk off a cliff. I want to like
all right.
it's to guide me. And I'll pick some up too. Don't worry.
You can't see
I
any.
wouldn't leave it. I have dark vision, right? Does that help?
Not
little
hold
bit.
on to that. Hold on to that for just a second.
Yeah.
Oh my god, why? So anyway, sorry. I have a bunch of DM goals for 2017. One of those goals is to be better at acknowledging when players do something I think is really smart. And sometimes I think I'm bad at doing that with Huber, even though I think Huber a lot of times you do something that's smart. And I like this. This is using what you have to figure out the layout of the land. I like this a lot. Would you like to RP this any more than you already have before I describe it?
Yeah, basically just in like an arcing, sweeping motion
Okay.
in front of me.
Okay. So the coin scatters. As soon as again, you can't see anything. You can't even see your own hands in front of you, and so you don't see what happens to the coins. And there's a long period of silence. Let's say 20 seconds,
Whoa.
and then all of a sudden, you hear it clatter.
Oh no.
Your goal is
Like
to
a-
save my life. I'll fall
stone
off a
ground.
cliff, guys. Save my
A
life.
20-second fall.
Jeez.
Well,
All of a sudden, you see
Oh god.
almost like a match suddenly being struck and emitting light. You see
This is my weakness, Ben.
okay.
Is that I never think past what I'm doing. So I didn't think of the noise it would make.
well, it's either that or walk off a cliff.
Yeah.
That's true.
You made the right call.
Yeah, I think you made the right call. You see a small circular flame appear, and it's emitting light, but your surroundings are not being illuminated. You don't have a better look of what's around you, and you still cannot see your own body. But there's a flame about 100 feet away. In front of that flame, a silhouette appears. And it kind of comes together like gas forming into a solid being. And it walks towards you. It gets closer and closer. And all of a sudden, you see shining red eyes. And you hear a voice. And again, because of the cold, I apologize for the voices, but it says, "You have not escaped our grasp. You are in our clutches, but we have not consumed you completely. Wherever you go, whatever you do, every single breath you take, we will try to influence and bring you closer to our side."
Which side is that?
When you least expect it, you will be ours.
Whose?
So, who am I? For the sake of RP, your questions are totally valid, but for the sake of RP, can we say that as this voice is speaking to you, you have these questions and you say them. It continues like it didn't even hear what you said. That it's like almost like this pre-recorded voice that's going on and will continue regardless of what you do.
Okay.
Now I want to cut back to the rest of the crew. So you all get aboard this ship. And before I describe anything or before we move on to the next step, I want to know what you guys want to do. Also, you do notice, we don't have to roll a perception check on that Pomper is not with you. And, of course, the bag of gold containing the gold and Moof, not there as well.
Where's Pomper?
Wasn't he behind us?
Uh-oh. He's got our gold. We need that.
Therese, use your bird to go find him.
Okay.
Good idea.
Do I have my familiar again? I was trying to... I think I was re-summoning it. Well, we rested, I think, right? No.
You tranced?
You did rest in the forest.
Okay.
Yeah, you tranced.
Okay, so
It's
then I
kinda
must have it again. I re-summoned it. Yeah, I think. Whoa.
Oh!
Psst, party foul. Okay, so I send my bird back where we came, toward the cave, to see if she can find Pomper at all.
Okay.
While she's doing that,
Yeah.
And I want to look around the ship myself.
let's check the captain's quarters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wasn't this not a particularly big ship?
Is there a captain's quarters?
Yeah, that's our question.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not as big as the ship of the sailors that you were on previously. It's not quite that big because it's meant for a different group of people.
Right.
But there is something that I guess you could call that functions very similarly to a captain's quarters.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're going there.
Okay.
Let's
so you go
investigate.
down there.
I go with them
Cautiously.
too. I'm not looking through the eyes of my bird. I'm just like
Sending it off?
communicating. I'm communicating with it telepathically, and if it sees anything, it'll tell me.
Okay.
Find Pomper.
It's looking.
What are you doing?
I'm looking at the ship.
Find Pomper.
The bird is looking for Pomper.
It's taking too long.
It's been gone for 10 seconds.
How far could a little dragonborn go?
I don't know. The whole island?
What if he sank?
He could have.
We would have heard it.
Oh, he probably
I go and look
sank.
over the side.
He probably sank in.
I don't see anything.
Okay.
Okay. So the three of you are exploring the ship, and you go down below the deck, and there's something that I want to tell you about the ship. The most important thing is that it's almost unnaturally clean. Like it's never been used before. Like it's a brand new ship that
Cool.
was just made, and you're the first adventurers to step foot on it. The wood is polished. There's no smell at all of fish or anything like that. However, there's a large stock of food. You see a giant pantry filled with all sorts of things that you would need to survive during a long trip at sea. And you do find a door, which I think, just kind of based on your mindset, is maybe safe to assume that you would think it's the captain's quarters.
Yeah, we're just looking for treasure.
Sure, absolutely.
I'm looking around suspiciously. I don't trust this ship at all.
Okay,
It seems too good to be true.
sure. You open the door, and it is a surprisingly bare room.
Nothing.
There is nothing in there. There's no dead fishmen. There's no
Oh, yeah, I was gonna
cursed
say.
statues. There's nothing of that.
Not even a wardrobe with some cool costumes
Unfortunately,
inside.
there's no
man.
wardrobe.
What a
I'm sorry,
waste.
guys.
Yeah.
But there
check
is
the
something.
floor.
Oh.
There is one thing. There is a very basic, four-legged, small table, probably about half the size of the table we're using, in the center of the room, dead center. And with it is a very simple wooden chair. On top of the desk, there is a very clean sheet of parchment. To the right of it is an inkwell with a quill. And like by the left corner of the piece of parchment, there's a small candle. Now keep in mind the parchment, totally blank.
Oh.
There's not a map or something on it.
There's no map, there's no writing, nothing.
What's this? Someone gonna write a book in here?
Some kind of poetry ship, I bet.
Ugh.
I'm like not trusting anything. Can I like walk up? I want to like look at the paper and see if there's anything like off about it, like mystical or something about it.
What are you doing?
I'm looking at this paper.
So, can I have all three of you roll one perception check?
Ooh.
And then can I have... Ian, can I have you roll another perception check in addition to...
Okay. So my first one was 19.
17.
9 for me.
And my second one was 18.
Okay. So, in regards to your question about the parchment, to the best of your ability, it absolutely just looks like a normal sheet of parchment. There's nothing mysterious about it. There's nothing...
I don't get any like mystical magic sense off of it or
Correct.
anything. Okay.
All of those sort of... all that intuition that you've developed, it's not setting off any of those alarms.
Okay.
However, you do notice something else.
Oh.
And you are the only one that notices this. It's the only thing that's a little bit out of place in this ship. Underneath the table, in fact, like in the exact center underneath the table, there's a black scuff mark.
Huh.
Like somebody dragged something heavy, and there's a small dent in the floor where the scuff mark is.
Therese, there's obviously nothing here. It's clearly some poet's ship who likes to go to sea to write poetry.
What a sad, sad bait.
We'll see you up top,
Okay. I kneel down and I'm looking at the mark on the floor. Does it look like it looks like something was dragged over it or something like hit it?
I think the best way to describe it is, like, imagine you're carrying something very, very heavy. Let's say a safe or something like
Right.
that. And you drop it because of the weight. The weight causes you to drop it for a
Okay.
second, and then you, like, as you're trying to lift it up, it drags a little bit. on the ground.
Right.
That's
What
kind of what's
direction does it look like it was moving in?
So it's moving toward you, toward the door. So it's like it was being carried from the top of the room, dropped, dragged a little bit, and then they carried it.
Moved back out.
Yep.
Can I see, does it look like there are any like loose floorboards or any like cracks along the ground that looks like I could open it up into a...
There's nothing like that. There's like outside of this one dent. There's nothing uneven or.
Okay. I want to move in the direction that it seemed like the thing was going, looking for similar marks.
Sure. So I'm not going to have you roll on this either. As you're going through, you're being very meticulous. You're kind of analyzing every inch of this floor. And it's actually easy to do because other than what I described, it's barren. There's nothing else that's out of place. So Nikator and Yogala, you return back up top.
Snooping through food, actually.
Oh, you're snooping through food?
through food.
Looking at food. I'm very suspicious of the food. I'm gonna put my knife through a piece of food.
Okay.
See if there's anything weird about it.
Nothing weird happens.
No.
I mean, you obviously haven't tasted it,
Yeah.
but based on how it looks and how it's kind of responding to your investigation,
Was that like a potato? What was that?
that was actually a pile of grapes he just stabbed a little bit.
Pile of grapes.
Oh, you want some?
Absolutely.
All right.
Oh. I haven't had a grape since I was 8 years old.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
It's a rich person's food. Some sort of poet might probably had this sort of food on a ship.
Mate, you must have had a tough life.
I had myself a tough life, yeah.
My entire life growing up, there's been grapes everywhere.
Grapes everywhere?
Yeah.
What do you mean you had
Like a
grapes?
thieves guild.
Yeah, so you had grapes in your thieves guild?
Yeah, we stole them all the time.
Where'd you steal grapes from?
Everyone that had them.
The rich, huh?
Sure, yeah. Rich, poor, don't matter.
Poor people don't have grapes.
There's some.
I don't know how to make
You'd
that
be
clear
surprised.
to you. Nobody what?
Listen, mate. Poor people are thieves. They stole them, and we stole them from them.
You have a complicated morality there, huh?
Look, mate.
Right, you're stealing from the poor. That's an easy target. I don't like it.
I don't want to hear that from you.
Why? I never stole a thing in my life.
You know what, mate? I'm not getting this into you right now, right?
Let's just eat some grapes.
I'm not hungry right now, actually.
I'm going to eat all these grapes.
All right. Here, I'll find some more food for you, too.
Okay.
So you begin to feast.
Yep, I'm grapes.
Okay, so just very quickly, as you're eating the grapes, your body doesn't have any negative reaction. In fact, they are especially plump and juicy. They
Dang.
taste delicious. Considering the adventure you've been on so far,
Yeah.
you have not had, outside of Pomper's wonderful create food and drink.
That was bread.
Okay,
It was dry bread.
trying to throw him a bone there.
Yeah. Poppers.
That's all you
feast.
ate. You
Yeah.
ate the dry bread.
Yeah.
The point I was trying to make is
Yeah.
that you haven't had really any opportunities to sit down and enjoy really good food. And so this, to you, just tastes amazing.
These grapes.
These poets' grapes.
I'm going to go up on deck.
All right.
And scope around out on deck.
Okay.
And
So,
sorry, am I still looking at the ground, or did I just conclusively not find anything?
we can kind of tackle both of these things at the same
okay.
time.
I just
So,
didn't know if
nope,
I just didn't find anything and it was over.
nope, that's okay. You, despite your thorough investigation, you have there's still nothing that you found that seems out of the ordinary.
Okay.
It is weird how clean the ship is, but there's nothing dangerous that you found. Nothing that indicates a trap or anything like that.
And there's like literally no dust. Like if I look in the corners and like hard to get places, it's like supernaturally clean, or is it like human attainable, someone tidied up really well clean?
Ian, that is a very good question and a super important distinction that I actually do think gives you good information. So it is not. When I said supernaturally clean, what I think is a more accurate way of saying it is someone came and cleaned this boat, and they were very meticulous about it. But it is, if you go to the corners, there's a little bit of specks here and there.
So it's still realistic.
Right, like I mean,
Okay.
you have to like get down on your hands and knees, but you can
Right.
find traces of it.
Right.
There's it is still humanly clean.
Okay.
In its own way.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, but that was a good question.
That makes me a little less nervous
Sure.
about this boat.
So Nikita, you go to the top of the deck again. Pretty barren. There's nothing really to see, but something catches your eye. It's on the middle of the deck, on the top of this boat. You see your old pal, Pomper,
No.
sleeping
No.
on the deck,
No.
Whoa.
holding your bag of gold, like clutching it kind of like a baby as he's sleeping.
All right. Oh, thank goodness the gold's safe. I found Papa.
Do we hear that?
Yeah, I yell it.
Okay.
Sure.
All right.
What?
He's on the deck.
Pomper?
I'm going to stash some grapes.
Okay.
Well, I go up top.
Yeah, and then we go up top.
Get up.
Huh? What?
Papa.
Huh?
Get up.
Is it Pomper Popper?
So hold
Yeah,
on.
am I like back?
oh.
Am I back?
The way that I was that I envisioned this, just to make it make sense with where you're at, is it is Pomper. You guys don't know that. I'm just telling you for the sake of moving things along. But he does not respond to
Okay.
your voice.
Oh.
However, Decatur, as you say Pomper, in this sort of abyssal realm where you are, you hear the faint voice of Decatur.
Oh, no.
As this red-eyed figure is approaching you.
Okay.
It's still approaching him? Oh.
Cool.
Papa, wake up.
What's wrong with him?
No. Sleeping.
Poke
Heavy
him.
sleeper. No, I'm not poking a dragon.
I poke him with the end of my magic staff.
Okay.
Like in the shoulder.
So,
The white gray shoulder.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Orochimaru.
well, sorry.
Don't do that.
No, I just listening to the episode before we did this, it threw me off as well. So Popper has gone through several color changes. He was red and then white, and then after the green
He's
dragon
half-
interaction
Half
that
green now.
that saved you from the red dragon, he's red and green now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Just-
red and
just-
green.
Red and green.
So the part that was gray is now green.
Correct.
Got it.
Yep. I just wanted to make
Which
that
half
clear.
is
Yeah, yeah,
which? Is his right half green?
Mostly red.
The staff arm is the one that turned gray.
Yeah.
So that's the one
so
that's
it's
now
his
green.
right arm.
Right arm is green.
Okay.
Yeah.
As soon as you poke Pomper with your staff, Pomper, you wake up, and you are indeed on this boat. It is you.
No!
You have memories of what happened to you.
There's something. Be ready.
What is
What are
it?
you talking about?
Why?
I look around.
What did you see? What did you see?
You were gone, and then you were
sleeping
sleeping
on
on
the
the deck.
Sleeping on the deck like a lazy bum.
Something took me. It was darkness. There was darkness and something with red eyes.
Listen to me, you foolish little dragon. If you disappear with my gold again, I'll knock your lights out.
Hey,
Just take the gold from him.
No, he's doing a wonderful job carrying the gold. What?
your gold saved my life.
What do you mean?
Excuse me, what?
It saved my life.
What is that supposed to
There
mean?
was darkness everywhere, and I needed to use some of the gold. I threw some pieces.
Throw some pieces.
I threw about 20 pieces. I threw a handful. It was total darkness. I didn't want to fall off a cliff.
20 pieces of gold? That's like a whole week at a nice hotel.
Papa, you clearly just had a dream. You've been sleeping on the deck like a baby.
Well, check the count.
Okay, we open the bag of gold.
Check the count.
Okay.
Go on, count it.
Okay.
So, Yogala, can I have you make a perception check?
Yep.
Biff it.
That's an 11.
Oh, it was so close to 19.
Okay. So,
We never succeeded.
there are two things that you see.
Uh-huh.
One of them you are definitely sure about.
Yeah.
The other one, you are not.
Mm-hmm.
The first is that you see 3 red, fingers just at the top of the bag.
God.
Kind of not attached to anything, just these weird little fingers.
Yep.
It's right there.
Before there was just one, right?
Yep.
The other thing that you're not sure about is just kind of at a quick glance, it seems like there's a lot more gold in here than what there initially appeared to be. Like, you sort of put it in this bag of holding, and imagine it just kind of like it's this vault, right?
Yeah.
And when you were looking at the vault, you had a lot of gold. It was this nice big pile. That pile seems to be spreading out and filling more edges of the vault than before.
So when you look in, is it like a physical space, like Newt Scamander's suitcase?
It's hard to describe. I just use the vault just for
Right.
imagery.
Or is it like a gray mist that has stuff in it?
The way that I understand it, and it'll be interesting. Please, let me know how you understand it. But the way that I understand it is, it's sort of just this infinite space. It's this void, but you're able to grab whatever you need when you need it.
Believe in it, and then
Yeah,
you pull it out.
It is a strange thing. So
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah.
But
Hey,
See, is there 20 pieces less?
Pompa,
Yeah.
I think Moof is doing something weird in here.
What?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
It seems like there's more gold than there was before.
That's not possible.
Pull Moof out.
I empty the bag entirely. Upside down, flop it open, and empty the bag.
Oh my god.
20 minutes later.
okay, so you're shaking out this entire bag of gold.
Yeah.
Gold just flops onto the deck. Some pieces start rolling all over the place.
Oh, the gold!
I'm like,
I'm trying to collect gold that's rolling around.
After a few seconds of nothing but gold coming out,
Yeah.
poor zombie Moof, whatever is happening with him, just kind of flops on the ground and rolls down a pile and kind of butts up against the edge of the ship. And then kind of the rest of the gold comes out, and kind of with the tail end, you see these weird 3 fingers just flop out.
Oh, God.
We all see those. Ew.
But
Whose fingers are
Yogala,
those?
what you're trying to definitively discern if
Right.
there's more gold.
So if we had 599 before, how much gold is on the floor?
Well, you'll have to devise a means of counting it, or you
Yeah.
can just try to surmise at a glance.
We're going to count it. That's it.
I go look at the fingers.
We're counting this gold.
I go pick up Moof and set him down nicely.
Treese, why don't you throw those gross fingers overboard?
I'm like looking at him real
Well,
close.
wait a second. Those fingers came from somewhere.
They came from in the bag.
Does Moof have all his fingers?
Do they look like
Wait,
Moof's
look
fingers?
at Moof.
So, those two questions. Moof does have all of his fingers. All of his body parts are intact. But you look at the hand and then you look at Moof, and it's 1-to-1.
Oh no.
These fingers are clearly extremely similar, if not identical to Moof's.
These fingers look exactly like Moof's. And if there's more gold, is this bag like duplicating the things we put in it?
Oh no.
Hold on, buddy.
Do you think it could duplicate us? Maybe I should go inside.
No, why don't you calm down for a second, all right?
Let's check it out.
No, just
Hopper,
calm
wait,
down for a second.
There might be like... This seems too good to be true. There has to be a downside to this bag.
It's
Nothing
true.
is for free.
All magic exhausts some sort of resource, huh?
I think so.
This magic bag is duplicating money. Something bad is happening.
It might be taking it from somewhere else. It might be
we
draining
do?
something else.
I think we should put Pompa in there.
What?
Hey,
We
You
could
could-
have two Pompas.
Well, you could tell us if it feels strange.
Yorgola, you did save me from that dragon.
Are you listening
Well,
to yourself?
I know much about magic, yes?
I actually wait. If we leave Moof in there and it keeps duplicating him, the duplicate might be alive.
I don't want another move. Who wants another move?
Well, we would
Raise
just
your
have
hand if
one
you want
move.
another move.
There's only one move.
We should just throw that move overboard by now.
No,
Yes.
He's gone.
he's
mate.
not gone.
Look at him. He looks pathetic.
And it pains me to say this, I think we should toss the gold.
What?
What?
I mean this.
Who are you?
It's twisted gold, it's not right. It's probably cursed.
Is he possessed?
Mates,
What?
if your goal is saying this gold is bad,
Yeah.
he would never say that.
Yeah, I'm
I don't trust him.
I'm looking in Yogala's eyes. Like, is that you?
Yogola, if you do this, you owe me though. You owe me a little something later
What
on.
do I owe you for?
If you're gonna toss our gold overboard,
I don't know, you
I
keep
need
it.
compensation.
You keep the cursed gold.
Well,
I'll
wait.
keep some of it.
Look at the gold. Maybe can you tell which ones are the duplicates and
Wait,
which are
let's
the
count
original?
it. Let's count it all.
Okay.
Stacks of 100.
Okay.
Start counting.
Oh my god.
Okay, so you all collectively agree to count gold.
I'm touching it with my knife. I don't want to touch it with my hands.
All right, just for fun.
Yeah.
Just for fun, I want all of you to roll a raw d20.
Okay.
Oh man.
5.
8.
11.
13.
Okay, so you're all counting gold. Things
Yeah.
are going as normal.
Uh-huh.
Nicator, I'm gonna give this to you. You can do with it what you want.
Oh.
As you're counting the gold, some of it, you're counting it. You have a handful of it, and you're like putting it in stacks, like you're showing. You accidentally get bumped by Yogala, and you drop some of it.
Oh, go!
Nikita,
You clumsy idiot!
you're clumsy.
Losing
It
count.
rolls and falls through the floorboards.
No, my. See what you did?
What did I do?
You bumped me!
You bumped
You
me,
senile old
Nikita.
man!
Find your own spot.
93.
This was my spot! You came into mine!
94. 95.
Damn it! Alright.
Go downstairs and
I'm
get that
gonna
gold.
get
Go
it,
downstairs
alright?
and get that. Yes.
God,
7.
I'll go get it.
98.
I just said I would get it.
Okay,
9.
fine.
Alright, here's 100.
Fuck. Start walking down there,
Okay.
cursing under my breath. Stupid old man.
All right, just for the sake of speed here, Nicator, you do not find the gold.
Oh.
I can't find it!
Check if it rolled through the other floorboards.
You think I didn't do that?
Well, I don't know.
It was not that much gold.
Whatever.
Fair. Yeah.
We got a big magic pile of gold. We'll be alright.
How much gold did you originally have?
We had
599.
599.
And then I threw about 20 pieces.
579.
But duplicating.
All right, and then we
Wow.
lost
How
Brett,
long?
and then Nicator lost some. Okay.
How much?
10
Well,
pieces.
10 pieces.
That's like a nice hotel for half a week.
We were all paranoid.
Yeah.
Ben's doing math over
Yep.
here.
Yep. Okay, so all of the pieces that you could find, you totaled it up, And you have 753 pieces, gold pieces in total.
This is way more than 500.
What does it mean? You're the wizard. You know of these things. Have you encountered a bag that creates?
Yeah, great wizard, tell us.
Never in my life, but I tell you one thing. I've seen plenty of counterfeit coins in my day.
Well, how do we know if they're counterfeit?
They can't be real. Where are they coming from?
They look identical. Which ones are the real ones? Which ones are the fake ones? And how is it making moof fingers? How long ago did we put moof in the bag?
It was like 5 minutes ago.
So if it... And how long ago did we put the gold in the bag?
That was like half a day, I believe.
So if it can duplicate 200 gold in half a day and 3 fingers of moof in 5 minutes, we'd have a whole moof in like 2 days.
But it'd be another gross zombie.
I don't want another gross zombie move.
But that's the question. Would it be a gross zombie or would it be alive?
I have an idea. Let's damage a coin, toss that coin in, and see how that coin comes out.
I like
Okay.
Okay,
We can
Nicator,
time it.
sure.
do you know any counterfeiters?
Not around here.
We've no. Just to be clear, I've no idea where we are.
I take my dagger and I slice an X in the gold.
Cool.
In one gold coin. And I go, okay, here we go. Hold the bag out.
Okay.
How long do we wait?
1 minute.
Okay.
Okay.
How do we tell a minute?
It's fine. All right, so you open the bag back up.
Uh huh.
You see
Oh, God.
half of a gold piece.
Whoa.
That gold piece clearly has markings similar to the markings
Oh
that
my god.
Therese made.
They're the same.
Lads,
That's real gold.
we're gonna be rich.
We already are.
Even more rich.
No, I'm telling you, this is cursed money. I want no part of
Go.
it.
Think of
giving
all
me
the
the
cats
creeps.
you could buy. You could open up your own cat ring.
I don't buy cats.
Well, now
Cats
you'll
come
be-
to me.
That's not true.
They do.
I have a question actually.
That is not true.
So if, let's say the gold is cursed,
Yeah.
that doesn't mean that we can't spend it on things. The people we give it to would be cursed, not us.
Therese, you're making so much sense right now.
That does make a lot of sense.
We can't go around cursing people with
don't
this
even-
gold.
We don't even know if it's cursed, Pomper.
You're all saying it's cursed.
He's saying it's
Pumper,
cursed.
I don't want to hear it from a beast that wants to carry on a zombie cobalt with us everywhere.
Yeah, and by the way, I don't know if we all heard this, but I saw this one right here talking to a red dragons and saying, "I will do anything you want me to."
I was
heard
tricking
you.
him.
Pomper, why
Excuse
did you do
me?
that?
I was tricking him.
Yeah, good trick. All he
And
said was, "Yes,
you're
I'll do
the
it."
one holding the staff of power.
That's true. I have the staff.
Yeah.
Whatever. We need to get out of here.
How do we
I
run
hate
this ship?
place.
How do we run this boat?
Mate, I can steer us out of here.
Oh, okay. Steer us out of here.
I can drive this boat.
Where's Moof?
He's over there on the gold.
Move has just been like
Laying on the
laying on this pile of gold. Yeah.
I go over and I sit next to Moof.
Alright, let's always think of then.
Wait, put him back in the bag with his fingers.
No, don't you
Putting
do
him in
that.
that
Don't you
cursed
do that.
bag. Give me that bag. I try to grab the bag.
Oh yeah, you can have the bag.
Okay.
Are you gonna put all the gold back
I'm
in the
throwing
bag?
this bag overboard.
Don't throw
I
the
don't
bag
trust
overboard.
it.
I don't trust it.
While they're arguing, I'm gonna
Give me
look
the
around
bag.
to see if there's any land masses around or anything out in
What
the
do I do?
ocean.
What do I do, Yogala?
So
Let Therese be cursed.
I've been cursed
you don't see
before.
any
Are you sure you
negative
want this
effects.
bag?
Okay.
It'd be silly to get rid of it.
I do have some questions for you.
I take the bag.
I give.
Now I have the bag of
Therese has the bag.
She's got the bag. She's got the staff.
Yeah.
All right.
Cursed.
I like it.
bag.
Accumulating it.
It's good. I like the notes taking. It's good.
But just for the sake of character development here, Pomper and Yogala do not trust the bag, correct?
Right.
I don't trust it.
Do
I
not
don't trust
that
it either,
bag.
but
But
I
I
don't
trust-
see a downside.
Yeah. I trust
Gator's just
all.
annoyed now.
I trust all my party members more than I don't trust the bag. So
Cool.
if Therese wants it, I'm gonna
Yeah.
it over.
Nikita, do you want the bag?
No. I don't want the bag right now, all right?
Oh my god. Well,
Trace, I've learned one thing on the streets. There are two things that are too good to be true.
I agree. But I think we can use this to our advantage.
I don't. Oh,
Can't
boy.
you cast a spell on the bag to make
Yeah.
it cleanse it or something?
I take
Nuh-uh.
the bag off my belt and I drop it on the pile of gold and I say, we'll just leave it here and deal with it later.
Okay.
Do not have cursed bag. Okay. So now we try to make the boat go?
Oh yeah, I mean we can see our destination if I remember right. Like it's
Oh, yeah,
not that
there's
far
a-
away, right?
The other landmass?
Yeah.
Yes, you're right.
There was a bigger landmass.
Yes, you're right. Brad, I gave you incorrect information.
Okay.
Yes.
Why? What did you tell Brad?
I was like, is
Yeah.
there anything out there like
Oh,
on the
okay.
horizon I can
Well,
see?
okay, just a little out of character moment. When you guys initially asked, like, what do you see when you came out and you found the two boats?
Mm-hmm.
I was going through some inner conflict because I'm like, well, if I don't tell them that there's a landmass in front of them, what will happen? And so I gave a little bit of direction there, and I went back on that. I'm sorry, Brad.
Oh, that's
For that
okay.
piece of information. But yes, you can see the landmass in front of you.
Oh, there it is. We need
The
to
fog
hoist.
clears a little.
Pompa, I need you to hoist the anchor up. You go down there and wheel it up.
You got it.
You got it.
Decatur, I have a question for your character that I think is important here. So, you are showing that you have sailing expertise. The sort of the character flaw of Decatur originally was that he sometimes acted beyond his means.
That's exactly what's happening. Right
Okay,
now.
that's what I wanted.
That's exactly what's happening.
Great. Okay.
Hoist the sailor up. Or the anchor
Goes
up.
like,
That's funny.
God, Therese, climb up on the sails. You know, hoist them, right?
What? There are.
Get up there.
It's already down. What do you want me to do?
Nikita realizes that he's wrong and just plays it off.
Okay.
Yeah. Do we have like a compass or anything around here?
No.
Great. All right.
We don't need one. Just go right there.
Mate, it's always good to have a compass. Don't you know anything about sailing?
No, we see our destination. It's right there.
Spoken like a true novice to the sea.
Pardon me. This is your expertise. My apologies.
That's right. All right then.
The anchor's up.
Let's set sail then. We proceed to sail towards the landmass.
How do we like shove
You
off?
steer.
Papa, why don't you give us a kick off the dock?
Everyone, give me a hand. We'll push away.
How do we get back on the boat?
Just from here. Use the staff. Give us a push.
How big is this boat? It's got like floors.
It's not like a raft.
Yeah, it's got like floor. You have to get off of it.
So I'm telling you to do. He's a big boy.
My familiar flies.
Am I
by.
able to get off, push it, and then get on? Is there a means of doing that?
I mean, you have water walk if things come.
Yeah. Is
bad
there like
situation.
can I like push it away and then jump back on?
So, let's just say there's a rope ladder that you could throw over the side of the boat, climb down, and it would be easy for you to run back to it.
Okay, I'm gonna hang from the rope ladder,
And you're gonna try to kick.
and I'm gonna like with my foot.
Is anyone else assisting Pomper in this task?
No. I'm sitting at the wheel.
Okay, can I make a strength check?
I'm looking over and watching Pomper.
Excuse me.
Check the stats.
Say
Check the stats.
that's a 15. 15.
Okay. So, couple of things here, real quick before we get to that. Therese, your familiar does have an interesting report for you.
Okay.
Oh.
So, obviously, did not find Pomper. Excuse all the coughing, by the way. I really can't help it.
It's okay, man.
We excuse it.
She went through the cave where you saw the duplicates of the fat and skinny priests.
Uh-huh.
All of the duplicates were the fat priest.
Whoa.
That's kind of the abnormal thing that your familiar saw.
Wait.
Everything else is the same.
Were the skinny ones gone, or are they just fat ones now too?
So there was the same number, but all of them were the fat priest.
They're all the bigger priest. Whoa.
So Pomper, this is actually an interesting opportunity for us. Excuse me.
Hang in there. You want some water?
Yeah, I've got some water.
It's got 2.
I'm in a fit right now. You feel like you have more strength than you did prior to some of the things that have happened to you.
No. Oh, no.
Excellent.
That's borrowed strength.
You feel just this power kind of coursing through your body.
Do we
And you like kicking a foot out there and like trying to shove this foot forward would normally not work, but it's working.
Do I have any like venom side effects? Am I like feeling the rage when I'm doing this? Or is it just like, oh, I'm stronger?
I wouldn't say you are feeling like rage or you're feeling like evil tendencies or anything like that. Yeah. But I would, and we can talk about this and discuss it. But I would say for your character, this additional strength is kind of exciting to you.
Yeah. Excellent.
Yeah. And so you are able to successfully push the boat off the shore.
It's all you now, Nicator. But one thing.
Good job.
I think we should talk about where we go.
What do you mean?
Should we really go to that island over there? We were just on an island for so long.
We don't know if that's an island. That might be the mainland.
I think it is. There's a pretty big coast, actually.
Listen, mate.
Okay.
I've had enough of this island. I'm ready to get the hell out of here.
I know. But that is dangerously close to the evils of where we are now.
We're getting further away from it.
Let's just sail away. Let's just keep going.
I don't have a compass.
Let's just go.
No.
And hope for the best.
Tomper, I think we should at least look from the boat at this new landmass and see what it is.
Yeah. We need to check it out.
If it's covered in crazy priests and wizards, then we can leave. If there are nightingales there, we don't have to go there.
What say you, Yugala?
We should dock. We should go to the other land.
Okay, all right.
We're better off there than we are here.
Oh, I suppose you're right.
Pomper, when we get there, please behave yourself, all
I'm
right?
just...
all right?
Yeah, no more
scared.
making promises to the red dragons, huh?
I told you I was tricking him.
I don't think they thought you were tricking them.
Well, that's all part of a trick. You know about tricks.
You're lucky I was there. You're lucky I was there.
To me, it sounded like you were making a promise to join the Red Dragons.
You can lie about promises.
You can't.
right?
You cannot lie about promises.
I've learned.
What are you talking about? I've done it all the time.
I've learned that humans lie
Yeah,
They do.
No.
often.
Humans never lie. Elves all the time.
that's not true.
Humans never.
That is the biggest
You
I've
lie
ever heard.
almost all the time.
I've never
humans
lied to you.
just are
I've never lied
liars.
to you.
I know for a fact that you've lied to me.
I've heard the only race that doesn't lie are dwarves. Honorable folk.
Who told you that? A dwarf?
Yeah.
As you guys are having this conversation, the boat is moving forward.
Yeah.
And
I hope so.
the cater, this is a really good moment for you, I think. Mm-hmm. Can I have you make a survival check and then make an intelligence check? Please?
Whoa.
I'm kind of using survival beyond, I think, maybe its intended scope, but I'm okay with it.
Is that mine?
Lives are in his hands.
Use the tower.
Use the tower on this.
Use the tower.
Oh, God. We're crashing.
Nice.
Alright, the tower
For
does not
survival.
fail.
So it's 14. And what was the other one?
Intelligence.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
14. So 18. So
Okay.
14 and 18.
Great. So the sailing goes smoothly. Like you kind of set a course to go to this landmass, and you are kind of traveling on a straight line, and the boat is moving exceptionally fast.
Yeah.
Motors do not exist in this world or anything like that, but it is almost like it is a motorized boat.
Cool.
Like it is traveling beyond the speed that its natural sails would allow for.
I knew I'd be good at this. No problem.
You are
And-
very good at
No
this.
problem.
And
I don't trust this at all.
you you feel like you are solely responsible for this.
It's like, got us out of that one.
I didn't know you were so good at piloting a boat.
That's what you get for underestimating me.
True.
Are we going in like a straight line?
Yes.
Or are we,
Yeah.
is he moving the wheel like at all?
If the
Because
waves are
this all
like,
seems very strange to Therese.
If the waves are like pushing us off course, I will set us back on course, straight to the island.
I'm holding Moof on my shoulders. Breathe in some of that air, Moof. Breathe in some of that air.
Okay, so as you're saying to him, breathe in some of the air, he's going.
Just in case anyone forgot, Moof's head is split open right now.
His brain is gone.
Brain is gone, head split open.
Am I by Yogala? What's wrong with him?
He's lost his mind.
A pigeon flies and lands kind of on Moof's shoulder and kind of starts pecking at Moof.
Get out of here.
Sorry, you had a question?
Hold on, you see that?
What?
A pigeon? That's a good sign.
Close to land.
Not just close to land, but close to civilization.
Oh. Cities.
That makes for a perfect transition.
Ooh.
So, again, for the sake of time, if we were really doing this, you guys would probably be on the boat for a lot longer. But I want to give you this information a little bit sooner than I think you naturally would come across it. So you're moving closer and closer to this landmass.
Yeah.
And as you get closer and closer, you see embedded in the cliffside this giant white buildings, like pristine white buildings with golden spherical roofs.
Nice.
And roofs. Plural. Anyway, and you notice that even though you can't make out individual attributes, there are a bunch of people milling around the city. And I think it is safe to say that this is, in fact, a city.
All right. A fancy city.
So I apologize for doing this. We still have some more time left. While they're doing this, I'm going to use the restroom real quick and go ahead and talk amongst yourselves.
Oh, I had a question.
Yes.
Can I see the symbol that's on our sail anywhere else in this city?
That is an excellent question. Can I have you make a... Let's just do a perception check.
That's a 7.
So you can't... You're still a ways away.
Okay.
You see kind of some symbols in the distance that you think could be associated with the symbol in your sails, but you're not 100% certain.
Okay.
Nicator, you got a spyglass?
No. We're going to that town, though.
We have a bird. We have a bird who
Yeah,
flies.
send your bird over. Do some scouting.
I send my bird to look
Now listen,
over.
this looks like a pretty nice city. We need a plan. First of all, Pompa,
We need to cover you up.
Yeah, maybe I should go below deck.
Well, we just need to get robes or something that you can wear. You're a priest?
Please
Can't
put you away.
Also, can't you change my appearance?
I could, I think. I'd have to concentrate and have it follow you.
Yeah.
Let's just look for some cloth first.
Okay.
also I would love some clothes.
Yes, please. I need a new weapon.
You don't have... What's wrong with what you're wearing?
My clothes got a little burned off when I was in the mouth of the red dragon.
That's true.
Yeah.
We need to look inconspicuous. Are you okay? Your skin is very burned.
It feels all right after Pompa healed me immediately after I defeated the red
Yeah,
dragon.
you saved my life.
Yeah.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
One problem, mates.
What's that?
I'm not really sure how to dock this boat.
What do you mean you're not sure how to dock this boat?
Well, when I was a thief, we didn't really dock boats. We just hit the shore.
Hit the shore?
So I don't think it's a bad idea. When we hit that dock, they're going to start asking questions about us and whatever business this boat, whatever poet used to ride this boat. We should crash to the east of the town.
Hold on.
Around, quieter
Is there
place.
a lifeboat or something we can use to ride out? So we can leave our ship docked?
I haven't seen a lifeboat.
I didn't see one.
I didn't see anything.
Damn it.
We should
Well,
go somewhere else, though.
Well, how do you stop a boat? You make the
throw
sails
the anchor down, mate, and you hope for your best.
and you go
Yeah.
make the sails go away.
Right. So get up there.
Yeah, get up there, Therese.
We should approach from a
That looks
safer
really
location.
heavy. I can't move that.
Yeah, no, Pompa, we're not going to the city dock.
Yeah.
We're not going in there with
Just
that.
last time we found a city. It was controlled
Well, but
by a bunch of demonic psychopaths. telling you, I'm concerned about this
That's true.
city. Concerned.
I think it's a fair concern.
I'm always concerned about
So we
cities.
should dock somewhere safe and scout it out.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Okay, if we do
Wait,
that,
I don't see a dock. The whole coast is a
move
city.
away.
Put Moof away.
Put him away.
Toss him overboard. Let's go.
Put him in the bag.
Pomper,
Look,
it's time.
look.
Time to say goodbye to Moof.
Throw him overboard.
I'm no good right now, okay? I'm going below deck with Moof. You guys figure it out.
Just get
I storm
robes.
off.
Cover your face.
I go below deck with Moof.
Like, fine, whatever. But Pompa, I need you to throw the anchor overboard later.
Let me know when we're ready.
All right.
I'm looking on the coast to see. We want to try to see if there's somewhere inconspicuous we can try to dock the ship. Because we don't know how to stop it.
Sure. So that's a good line of thinking. So as you get closer and closer, you notice that there is sort of this dock straight ahead of you, and there are actually a bunch of other ships there. Ships with many different sails on them, not necessarily all originating from the same place. And there are plenty of people milling about the dock. And you even notice kind of from other directions, there are other ships sailing into the centralized point. There's not really in your eyesight anywhere else to dock because you're just going to be kind of crashing into a cliff. It's like this one spot has kind of been created.
Okay.
But you could try to sail and find something else. It's just there's nothing immediately obvious that you could kind of sail to the side.
And there's no real access to the city besides this point.
Right. It is the way that the city is designed. It is like things are intentionally funneled through this point.
Okay.
We need to get this sail down, or someone might recognize this ship and know that we're not supposed to be on it.
It's fine. I'll be the poet. I got it.
Tris, get up
You
there.
don't know how to be a poet?
I do so.
Do a poem.
If ever there was one, I was the one. To be of the one under the sun. For there was a moon, never too bright. I have the one with the best sight. Thank you.
Brilliant.
That did seem pretty good.
Brilliant.
All right.
So you really are the poetic
You
one of
pretend
us.
you're a poet. You'll be a poet, and we can be your like wards or something.
Sure. Sure.
And Pomper, if we find a robe for him, he can be your priest, cleric.
So I'm down on the deck and I see this workstation with this inkwell.
Oh, the desk.
So I say, oh, okay. So I go over,
Okay.
set Moof down, and I sit down. And I start to write.
What are you writing?
I say, Dear parents,
Dear parents.
I am an adventurer now. I have seen many things and killed many things. I have met 3 individuals who I now call family. One creature in particular feels like a younger brother I never had. His name is Moof.
Wait, that's 4 people, though.
I hope to see you soon, parents. I love you. See you soon. Pomper. And I roll it up, stick it in my pack, with the intent to mail it to them.
Hubert, that was great. That was
Beautiful moment.
that was a totally optional thing that you just did, and you, yeah, it was great. I loved it.
I've met 3 people. One of them is named Moo. Who did you not meet?
So you guys were kind of talking about not being sure of the city and docking somewhere else. However, you are still sailing straight for
Oh, we have
the
to.
dock.
Yeah, yeah.
I try to climb up and make the sail go away, like go down. I don't know how to do that, but I'm like looking at all the ropes.
Pull that rope. Pull that rope.
Pull that rope.
Pull that rope.
And touch.
That
Which
one.
rope?
Not that one.
This one?
That one, yes.
Okay, I
Pull
try
that
to pull
rope.
the rope.
Okay. So you're trying to roll up the sail?
I'm trying, or like make it go down.
Yeah.
We just want the sail. I'm thinking that if the sail is gone, we'll be slower, and they won't see the symbol, so they won't know that we're on a ship we're not supposed to be on.
Okay. So let's say that happens. That
Okay.
you lower the sail,
Okay.
but you are still, and you're not moving as fast,
Yeah.
but you are still kind of gliding into the dock.
Nicator, steer us toward that empty spot.
No problem.
By empty spot, you're saying the empty spot on the dock?
There's
Yeah.
like a spot where there's not a boat.
Well, I see it.
Left more, left.
Yeah, okay.
No.
Okay.
problem.
We're going too fast still.
So, as you pull into the dock,
Oh my god.
you see nothing but halflings.
Whoa.
Oh, a little halfling town.
Hover, the anchor. Do the anchor.
Okay.
There's two halflings, sort of dressed like the sailors that you saw before, kind of guiding you in,
Nice.
and it's almost like they're used to this, that they kind of shuttle people in and out, and so that's how you're being treated.
Great.
And there's something I need to bring up, just an important lore thing. If any of you still have access to the Tabletop Escapades world background document that I shared many
Ages ago.
months ago, yeah, I wrote a different history for the halflings, and something I want to make clear is I'm part of that history. I'm cutting out. I'm saying
Retcon.
yeah, I'm retconning it. And that was just an outline so I could figure out kind of a general direction for what I wanted the world to go. But based on the needs of the party and, like, I've had other ideas, and I'm like, oh, I think this will just be much better. So I'm just changing it for that reason. So if you're like, wait a minute, this isn't what it says here, that's why. I think I found a better use for
Minor
these
deviations.
characters. Yeah. So,
So I throw the anchor down.
Down.
okay.
Throw it down.
You throw the anchor down. Okay.
Yeah.
And so the boat slowly comes to a halt. Okay.
I
And-
climbed down from the thing.
One of the guys that was guiding you in grabs this giant plank of wood, much bigger than he is, probably 3 or 4 times bigger than he is, just a thin plank of wood, and he flops it over the side of the boat, and he waves you in.
So, Ben, I just got a few questions then.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do we know of halfling towns? Would we know where we are based off who we see right now?
Yes, this is a thing that I wanted to address. I think you and Nicator definitely have a chance to know of it. It is a
Okay.
big, important city in this world. The way that I was thinking about it as I was kind of thinking through this interaction is that you would maybe learn of it through books, the books that you've studied. Nicator, your connections in the Thieves Guild. This is definitely a city that they would have operated in for sure. Therese, I wasn't sure. Yours was I was the fuzziest on, based on your background. So
I do have a trait or a feature called City Secrets. I travel through cities twice as fast. And I mean, like, my parents were researchers, but they were mysteriously destroyed when I was 13, so I've kind of just been on my own in whatever city that was, Lundegard or whatever. So I don't know if I would know this city or not.
just to kind of break it up, the knowledge amongst the group, I'm going to say, Therese, that you don't really have any knowledge of this
Okay.
place, and Pomper, just based on your character's background and upbringing and limited knowledge of the world, that you don't know what it is either. So that the next few things that happen, keep that information in mind.
But for this trait, I guess, just because I grew up on the city streets,
Yeah.
I, like, get cities. I may
Sure.
not know anything about it,
Yeah.
but I, like, understand the way cities work.
Yes,
Really
definitely.
well?
Yeah, and I think
Yeah.
that will come in very useful here.
What do halflings know about magic?
So that's what I want to get into.
Yeah.
For you and Brad specifically, I want to tell you a little bit about this place.
Okay.
So this is the city of Calvide. Okay.
Calvide.
This is a halfling city, and you both know very well that money is power here. Halflings in this world, the world of Etros, are obsessed with money to the point where the amount of wealth that you've accumulated solely determines your lot in life. Like it. And what's interesting is how that sort of plays into the morality of the city. They don't really care how you make money, as long as you make money.
Whoa.
That is the important part. It's not the method, it's the result. And because of that,
That bag is priceless.
because money, in order to live in Calvide, you don't have to be a halfling, but halflings kind of living in this society are just some of the most shrewd businessmen in this world. There are really successful businessmen that aren't halflings, but because they've been so obsessed with money and wealth and it's everything that they think about, it's kind of affected the entire populace. And in order to live in this city, you have to pay a pretty hefty tax. And so the trade-off is, we're going to let you do what you want. We're going to let you operate how you want, live as you want, whatever rules you come up with yourself, as long as you make money and you give us a cut.
So we both know
Mafia
it's
town.
Calvide.
So you both know it's Calvide, and you have sort of that general mentality of money rules here.
It's Calvide. Better
Okay.
grab the gold.
You've been here before, Negator?
Once. A long time ago.
I bet there's a lot of nice little homes to steal from here, huh?
Yeah. You could say that.
Little tiny homes.
Well, yeah, moving our way through the city could be tough. We're a little tall for it.
Negator,
What?
my whole life, I've dreamed of going to cat races here in Calvide.
Have you?
Yeah.
Well, mate, lucky for you, you can make a ton of gold at the cat races.
Did you forget what happened to ZZ, you inconsiderate dum-dum?
I'm not the one that let ZZ drown.
I did not let ZZ down. How could you?
It wasn't my fault, mate. I'm just saying, now's a good time to start over.
We could just live here.
I mean, you can live here.
We have a bag that manufactures gold.
Hey, who invited... Psst,
Huh?
down, down.
What?
What are you doing?
I was standing here. I came off the thing.
Keep it down.
Clean off the deck.
Tracy, you have no idea what trouble that can get us into here, alright?
What?
If someone finds out we have that,
That's what I'm saying. Get all the gold off the deck.
I
Put it in
just
the bag.
told them to get that.
I
Well,
think we
why
should
are you
dump it.
talking and
I
not
think
doing
we should
it?
dump it. I think we
That
should dump
halfling
it.
is walking up the plank. Did you not see him
Dump that
coming
gold.
up?
Dump that gold.
Don't dump it. Put it in the
Dump
bag.
it. Dump the gold.
Put it in the bag.
I'm not putting it in the bag. I dump it.
I'm not putting it in the bag.
So in the midst of this argument, there's a voice that you hear. And this is what it says. Come now, enough bickering. I've got a schedule to keep. I need to do the proper introduction, and I need to do it now.
Alright.
You have 30 seconds to get off the boat. Let me explain the rules, and then you'll be on your way. Do you hear?
Wait, yes.
yes.
Yes. I grabbed the gold
Uh-oh.
off the ground.
You like shovel it back into the bag?
All that I can, yeah.
It's
Okay.
like 700 pieces of gold.
Yeah.
Get some in it. We need gold, mate.
Therese, disguise me.
You're still like writing your poem.
No, I came back. I
you
came
a
up to
letter?
throw the
Okay, I cast.
anchor.
No. Oh God. No. Pop it. Pop it.
No, and then I threw the anchor, and then I went down into like the doorway area. I didn't say that yet.
All right. All right.
But I threw it over and then went away.
I hear you.
Yeah,
Okay,
I went into
cast-
hiding.
I cast silent. I use misty visions to cast silent image on Pomper,
Okay.
and then I have to like maintain like I have to think about moving it as he moves. So it's just like a big. It's like a big guy.
And if
I'm
he like
gonna say-
raises a hand unexpectedly, there's like an arm that comes out
yeah,
of it.
Yeah. So I have to like constantly be like.
And I'm gonna
vigilant.
be holding Moof. Do we have like a towel or anything, or like a blanket?
I mean, I'll
The
just hide
disguise-
him under the.
Okay, yeah.
The disguise has to be huge.
I mean, it's slightly bigger than Pomper and like fatter to make up
Cool.
for him holding
Okay.
move.
Okay. And then I'm gonna stand right behind you the whole time.
Okay. So your characters don't have this information yet, especially Therese and Popper, which makes this
God.
extra humorous.
Magic
I would
detection.
say Calvide is one of the very few places, and probably the only major city, where being a Dragonborn wouldn't inherently hurt you here.
Oh, cool.
If you did break the rules and you were punished, you might have a harder time than other races. But as long as you follow the rules, being a Dragonborn is irrelevant here. And so this is one of the few major cities where that's true.
Paradise.
Okay, you know what? I'll advise him of that then, actually.
Okay.
Papa, Calvi's particular kind of town, you don't have to wear that disguise.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Also, it's very bad, Therese. It's not convincing.
What? It looks pretty good.
He looks ridiculous.
Well, he's a big guy.
No human looks like that.
Let's go. Get off
big.
the boat.
Get rid of this
All right,
guy.
all right.
Okay.
You hear a countdown.
Oh, we're coming.
10,
We're coming. We're coming.
9,
We're coming.
8,
We're coming.
7. Okay.
We come off the boat.
Okay. So, here's. Well, actually, I'm going to tell you what you see. Don't say anything after that. You see a halfling with a striped shirt on, blue stripes running all the way down it. He's got a red cap on it with a white feather sticking at the top on the left side. In his hands, he's holding a stack of papers. And there's just so many words on them. It looks like a legal document. And kind of in his arm right here, he's like holding it on his biceps, there's 4 leather bags that that are kind of drooping over his bicep. What are these leather bags for? What do the documents mean? How will our adventurers fare in this halfling city? Find out next time on Tabletop Escapades. Sorry for the coughing.
Whole new city.